Warning: the following video may contain harsh language, crude humor, and may offend unintentionally, and is an affiliate of Scythering Productions. The opinions and comments expressed do not reflect those of the Scythering team. All credit and criticism shall be warranted to TWS Productions. Viewer discretion is advised.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to That Wrestling Show. All of the heels of Money in the Bank, and there are so many news stories that were coming out. A lot of rumors, some backstage stuff, and a little things here and there. But here I am, giving you the scoop on exactly what's been going on in the world of WWE lately. So let's get right down to it. First big story just breaking out. Just 24 hours after Money in the Bank, Sin Cara has been suspended from WWE due to failing the wellness policy. There is actually a lot of massive heat right now on Sin Cara, and many feel that they won't be bringing him back after the 30-day suspension. Sin Cara, on the other hand, kind of thinks a little bit differently, mainly for the fact that, mainly in the fact that he does believe that there are some medications that he does take that might hold steroids in it, which possibly may have caused him to fail the test. Now, if that is 100% true, WWE, well, will probably just look at this and, you know, they'll just go around it. Kind of sad for Sin Cara, because he was just starting to get on the map. People were really starting to like him. He was starting to get over, and, you know, not for nothing, but Dolph Ziggler did this just a month into his WWE career. He got pinched for steroids, or he failed a wellness test, and well, you know, look where he is right now. He's current, you know, champion. It took him a while, but he's there. Is this going to be the end of Sin Cara? Probably not. But seeing as how he's Triple H's pet project, yeah, he's not looking good right now, to be 100% honest. Initial thought is about the whole entire CM Punk thing, believe it or not, storyline is that it's actually going to play out on the internet. Those of you that don't know, you have clips of him at the Cubs game, pictures of him at the Cubs game, and recently at Comic-Con. The storyline is, like I said, going to play out over the internet, and many believe that this is a way to actually, in turn, replace the spinner belt, of course, with the new tournament coming around. And, well, that's essentially it for that little snippet. So the whole CM Punk thing, it may not actually take place on television. You may actually have to be a little bit more interactive and go on the internet and catch up with what CM Punk is doing. A way this is kind of smart, because they know the internet is one of the biggest media outlets out there. Now, Punk's doing something on the internet, it's going to generate something towards WWE. It's going to force you to watch WWE and see if it plays out on television. But with this report, we're not 100% sure to see where they're going to go with this. Those of you that caught Monday Night Raw, the Vince McMahon Triple H storyline appears to be, well, there's a little bit more to it that actually meets the eye. It appears to be that it's 50% storyline and about 50% real life. Vince McMahon has actually taken a back seat to the whole entire operation. He's still the CEO, he's still in charge of the company, but he won't be doing any traveling. He won't essentially be doing the day-to-day operations. Triple H is, by far, he's taking the whole thing by 80%. Vince, of course, is still the boss, still the man, still doing the thing. But now that Triple H is kind of officially taking control, things could turn around. We shall see. Unfortunately, we have to throw this in, but TNA has actually asked for Matt Hardy now to go into rehab. Apparently he got food poisoning a couple weeks back, and that's where he's been, you know, gone sick. So they're asking Matt Hardy now to, you know, jump into rehab. Unfortunately, though, for all of us, there'll be a new DVD coming out featuring Jeff Hardy in October. So, awesome. Isn't that right around the whole Bound for Glory thing? Oh, well, we'll find out how that pans out. And Generation Me also left TNA due to not being used on the show. They were getting a lot more money doing independent bookings, and they saw that TNA already having an overbloated roster, and they weren't getting used or paid that well compared to what the others were, they decided that the writing was on the wall and they'd do a lot better on the indie scene. Yes, Generation Me has left TNA along with Orlando Jordan, but no one really cares about Orlando Jordan. Generation Me probably going back to ROH or possibly 1PW, or God knows where they're going to end up. But yeah, Generation Me, the replacement to the Hardy Boys, who aren't even also on TNA, are gone. Way to go, TNA. Way to go. This is actually the biggest rumor right now floating around the internet, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's true. But a lot of people are speculating that ROH and WWE in secret are actually working together. Many are actually linking this to Punk's promo on Vince McMahon 4 weeks ago. It's kind of funny that he mentions Vince McMahon leaving the company and now Triple H takes over. He talks about how guys like Colt Cabana and all those guys never get a shot, and ironically, he's now an icon. He mentions that he's going to leave WWE with the title and John Cena is essentially going to come with them, and well, that kind of sort of happened. It almost seems that the writing is on the wall from Punk's promo, and everyone, including WWE and ROH on both sides of the fence, are kind of looking at it as this might be the writing on the wall, and we might be getting not necessarily an invasion, but they're working hand in hand. Nothing is official. A lot of people are running back and forth, but I'm sure that there's at least 3 people way up at the top of the echelon that exactly know what's going on. Will this pan out to an invasion, and will this pan out to some kind of partnership? We shall see. And this just in, breaking news, Dana White was seen at WWE HQ to visit Vince, and that was it. Not a lot of people know why he was visiting Vince McMahon. Maybe it has something to do with Brock Lesnar or some kind of a deal. Although it's kind of strange that Dana White, of all people, president of UFC, went to visit Vince McMahon. From what we're being told and from what everyone else is being told, it was just a friendly visit, so don't get your hopes up. And the last bit of news, speaking of CM Punk, believe it or not, those of you that want to get his t-shirt from the pay-per-view, it's not going to happen. CM Punk t-shirts are right now currently on sale at eBay, starting at $250+. However, before you start to shell out that money, you might want to be careful because there's a lot of counterfeits running around the internet. And while that $250 reduced to $20 might seem enticing, it's not quite the real deal. There are a lot of things wrong with the t-shirts that are going on with eBay. As like I said, there were counterfeits. The WWE logo on the side is missing. The lettering is wrong. The date is wrong. All the lettering is on the front. Some of it is on the back. There's a lot of counterfeits going on, and WWE says to keep away from them. There are a lot of keys missing. There's even some that have black t-shirts. There are yellow t-shirts, and of course the regular original white t-shirts. Unfortunately, this was a one-time only deal for the pay-per-view, hence why there was a date. WWE has no plans yet on releasing or re-releasing the t-shirt to, of course, the general public. Mainly because CM Punk is no longer with the company, and it would almost seem kind of pointless to have a shirt on someone that is no longer with you. It'd be almost like if they sold Sin Cara masks and armbands if they were going to get rid of them. Anywho, those are all the stories for this week's episode of That Wrestling Show. Kind of interesting where everything is going. A little bit of TNA news, and there's a whole lot more, but we're not even going to delve into that. It appears that CM Punk is the hot topic, and Sin Cara is the hot topic, and, you know, a little thing with Dana White. Interesting to see where we're going with this. Wrestling is really starting to get good, finally, again. It took a while, and a lot of us were all getting ready to leave and just pack up and take a sabbatical, but thank God WWE did the right thing. I am DM from That Wrestling Show. You can go to the website at thatwrestlingshow.webs.com. Check it out. Include all the affiliates and everything in between. I am DM saying, until next time, I'll see you then.